You're doing everything right. Get up on time, going to work, showing up for everyone who needs you. You check every box that today asks of you, and somehow when the day ends, you still feel like you're drowning. You've even gotten so good at hiding it, you don't even really know how bad it is anymore. Today, we're going to talk about high-functioning depression and what you can do about it. There's a name for what this type of behavior describes. It's called persistent depressive disorder. Some people may know it as dysthymia. It's not the kind of depression that knocks you flat overnight. It's the kind that moves in slowly and stays. To be diagnosed, the symptoms need to be present for longer than 2 years. Not 2 weeks, not 2 months, 2 years. That's the difference between this and what most people picture as depression. The faster, the heavier kind, it has a name too. Major depressive disorder. It can hit hard and it can hit fast. But it's a completely different diagnosis with a different timeline. Persistent depressive disorder is quieter than the major depressive type. And just because it's low grade doesn't mean it's not clinically significant. Which is exactly why it's so easy for people to continue functioning through this type of depression. You can still get up on time, you can still go to work, you can still be there for your kids. But somewhere underneath, you're still drowning from the depression. And some days, something good happens, and you can actually feel it. For a minute, you actually feel like yourself again. But that doesn't mean you weren't depressed 5 minutes ago. It means the mood lifted, not the depression. And here's the part that most people don't ever talk about. Most people who carry depression also have some sort of coping mechanism operating underneath. And most of the time, that coping mechanism works. Ask them to rate their depression on a scale, you'll underestimate it. Not because you're lying, but the thing that you built to survive this type of depression, it's actually doing its job. This is why this type of depression isn't something you can just diagnose from a checklist. It takes a skilled professional actually watching how you're doing at home, at work, with your family, to see the whole picture. Functioning and suffering are not opposites. That's the whole point of this video. You can be doing everything right, but you can still be drowning. Now, let's take a look at what this actually looks like. Think about someone who gets up every morning at the same time. No snooze, no struggle to leave the bed. They make their coffee, they check their email. They even put in another job application, like they've been doing for weeks. Later, you go for a walk. Not because you want to, but because it's on your list of things to do for today. You stop by your dad's, you call your kids, even though they're older now and busy with their own lives. On the outside, every box is checked. Up on time, applying, showing up. Nobody would look at this and say you're depressed. But somewhere along the way, the things you used to enjoy no longer matter anymore. That hobby you used to love, gone. Just doom scrolling. Those errands you used to enjoy, picking out groceries, browsing stores for no reasons, it's gone too. Replaced by just sitting on the couch. That same spot, those same 4 walls, nothing happened. No breakup, no diagnosis, no single bad day to point to. It's just been like this for days, months, and now years. This is what persistent depressive disorder actually looks like from the outside. Not collapse, just erosion. Day after day after day. Next, let's think about somebody at the office holiday party, laughing at the right moments, saying the right things when somebody makes a joke. For a few minutes, they actually feel it. Not faking, but genuine happiness. Maybe a coworker said something kind. Maybe your favorite song came on the radio. Whatever it was, it landed. And just for a second, you feel like yourself again. Then the party ends, you get back in your car, and it's back. The same heaviness, just like before. Just like somebody flipped a switch. Nothing about your day has actually changed. The bills are still there, the to-do lists are still there, but that happy feeling, well, it's gone. Just as quick as it came. And here is what no one around them realizes. That flicker of feeling normal isn't proof that they're fine. It's a symptom. Their mood can still lift in response to something good. A compliment, a text, a good memory. That's real. It's not a performance, but it doesn't undo the years underneath. The mood lifted, the depression stayed. And that's exactly what makes this type of depression very easy to miss. Even you start to wonder, I felt fine at the party, maybe I'm not really depressed. But feeling happy for 10 minutes and being emotionally fine are not the same. Now, let's talk about how to fix it. This isn't something you're going to fix by reading the right article or watching the correct YouTube video. It takes a professional. Someone who can look at the whole picture, not just a checklist, to know exactly what's going on. But there is real research-backed action that you can take this week. Step 1, move anyway. This is called behavioral activation. The idea is simple. You act first, the motivation catches up later. Not when you feel like it, but on a schedule, whether you feel like it or not. Research has found that consistent exercise can be roughly as effective as therapy or medication for relieving the symptoms of depression. 30 minutes, 3 days a week, that's the target. Remember the person on the couch from example 1? This is the exact loop that this is built to interrupt. The one where joy quietly gets replaced with scrolling. This week, pick 3 specific days, put them on your calendar, and treat them like a meeting that you have to be at. Consistency here is key. Step 2, feed the mood. That same withdrawal, sitting in one spot, not going anywhere that you don't have to, usually shows up somewhere else too, in your sleep patterns and diet. Irregular sleep and skipped meals are linked to worse mood regulation. This happens partly through the gut-brain connection and partly through blood sugar and circadian rhythm. Skip both long enough and you're working against your own chemistry before you ever get started. This week, pick one wake-up time and stick to it, even on the weekends. And the same for at least 2 healthy meals a day. Step 3, get the right eyes on it. Remember the person at the holiday party? In example 2, the one who felt fine for 10 minutes and thought maybe they weren't really depressed? That confusion is exactly what a therapist is trained to untangle. Cognitive behavioral therapy, better known as CBT, is one of the most effective therapies for depression. It doesn't just treat the mood, it targets the thinking underneath, the self-criticism, the I should be further along than this type of voice. This week, if you don't already have one, find a therapist, book an appointment, and show up for the first session. Even one conversation can start the process of figuring out what's actually going on with your life. One key takeaway from today's video, you don't have to be falling apart to be in pain. You don't have to wait until you can't function anymore to ask for help. The bar for bad enough to get help isn't collapse. It's just being tired of carrying this weight alone. If today's video was able to give you language to help you better understand how your depression is affecting your day-to-day life, then make sure you leave a comment in the section below. Let me know, what does your still functioning look like? Also, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming videos that we put out every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. You guys have a great day.